Coach, obviously, before getting into the fact that this is the first ever playoff derby, you played twice against this team. Both results, for different reasons, did not go your way. What did you take from those two games that you feel like you can make corrections for this time around?
It's a good reminder from your side, to be honest, directly to start with the first two games. Yeah, we know the results. We know how they played against us, how we played, especially the last game in our stadium was tough. To the days after the game was tough. But now it's a new competition. They have a lot of quality with the ball. They are also very aggressive against the ball. But we have to find our way on Saturday and in a good direction, a very good direction, and also with our intensity, with our energy. And this is the most important thing for Saturday. And then hopefully to find for us very good solutions against us. We have seen both games against them in our video sessions, so we will see now how it happened then on Saturday.
Thanks for that, George.
Coach, you guys went up in what people thought was going to be a David and Goliath match against Columbus, and you guys came out and played amazing both games. How hard is it for you to, with this break that we had up to this, to try to keep that momentum going, especially knowing after the last time how it ended with NYCFC?
Yeah, it was very emotional after the Columbus game, in our home game, to be honest, and then also in our locker room, to our atmosphere with the supporters, with all these guys. It was great. And then the week after the second game against Columbus was more than the topical of our technical program in our training session, individual program, and last week was more group tactical and the group principles which we need then for the game for Saturday. And this week was a normal week, normal preparation for the Hudson River Derby now, for the semi-final conference playoff derby now against NYCFC.
Go back to Anthony.
Coach, it's been now 10 years where both of these teams have been in Major League Soccer but have not faced each other in the playoffs. Is there a pressure for Red Bull in this game to once again establish themselves as being the dominant team? Do you feel that pressure going into a playoff game where you have to beat NYCFC?
To feel the pressure, to be honest, in my experience as a player and also as a head coach, is good to feel the pressure. So we need the pressure to bring our best performance, to bring our best level on intensity, to bring our best level on energy. So you need pressure. Without pressure, it's not possible. I can't say something about what happened 10 years before, to be honest. So now it's the situation is in our first year. We have this history derby on Saturday, and we are very excited. And for sure, our main goal, our main target is to win this game. But our main focus is now what we need for hopefully then to get the result like Columbus. So, and this is our main focus the whole last 3 weeks, how we can create our performance, our quality in a best spot on Saturday.
Thanks for back, George.
Can we talk about how important and how clutch Carlos Colonel has been, and how important his role is going to be Saturday? Obviously, the last time we want to kind of forget what happened, but how are you feeling about him being the guy going into Saturday?
Yeah, when you are playing in the playoff semi-final and when you play in an important game, for sure you need also the goalkeeper in a very, very good spot, in the best spot of himself. So but he was against Columbus, amazing his performance. He was great on the field, off the field, and so he moved with the national team the last days with Paraguay. They won one game against Argentina and the second game against Bolivia. They play 1-1. I think it was 1-1. So today was the first training session of Carlos. He was in a good spot, and tomorrow next team training session, Saturday morning activation, and then 5:30 it's kickoff, City Field. That's it.
Next, we'll go to Mark Fishkin on Zoom.
Hey, Coach. Can you talk to us about Lewis Morgan's health? We know he didn't travel and join the Scottish national team during the break due to some physical challenges. Can you talk about how ready he will be to go on Saturday? Thank you.
Very short, he's able to play. So he made the last team training session the last 2 days, so he's able to play. Hopefully, nothing happened tomorrow.
Next, we'll go to Joe Pantorno.
Sandro, appreciate the time. Is there anything maybe you'd be willing to just delve into a little bit regarding Lewis? Was it anything to do with his previously injured hip from last year?
Yeah, for sure it was a long season for him as well. And after his long-term injury and his development, and he played a lot of games, and then also with the national team during the summer break, during our Leagues Cup, he had then the European Championship with Scotland, and then with all these travels, and so it's not so easy then also to handle it every time, because he played in a very, very good spot, and also a lot of game minutes. But yeah, now it's on Saturday, and what I answered the question before, very quick. He's able to play, and he's in a good spot. The last two training session. Hopefully, nothing happened tomorrow, and then everything is hopefully ready for Saturday, and also Louis Morgan.
Next, we go to Voss.
Thank you for the time, Coach. Best of luck this Saturday. Just wanted to ask you on the venue on the night. Pat Noonan in the previous matchup against NYCFC, it kind of made it a point that these field dynamics sometimes make it a little harder for his team to play. Do you think that's going to take into your tactical approach going into Saturday's game? And yeah, if you could just expand on that.
Yeah, we analyzed all these games from NYFC from the first round. We analyzed also our games against them, the last games from NYFC in the regular season. So we had 3 weeks time, or 2 weeks time, because they played the third game. We had 2 weeks time to prepare. We analyzed a lot of games, and at the end, hopefully we found very good solutions for Saturday. And this is our job. This is my responsibility to find very good solutions for Saturday. And also it's the same then with NYFC to prepare these guys for this game on Saturday.
Next, we go to Michael Batista.
Coach, thank you so much for the time. Just talking about the the break, but in the playoffs, with so many players leaving to go represent their country, and Lewis Morgan was selected, wasn't able to go for whatever reason, the injury. Could you just talk about what it's been like to have these players get back into the playoff mindset versus playing in a, Nations League game or World Cup qualifier? Because those are, different environments altogether.
Yeah, but I'm sure. So Emil was the first day today in our training session, and I'm sure he's ready. And I spoke with him, and he's also very excited now to play on Saturday against NYCFC. And the situation was, so we had this break 3 weeks, and because of the third game from the first playoff round, and also then the national break. But the situation was, okay, for everyone the same. I explained what we did these 3 weeks. The first week was more individual, tactical point for the guys. Then the second week was group tactical, something like that in these sessions. And now it's a preparation for NYFC. And this is clear. So on Saturday we are playing the semi-final, and then we need the best performance.
Next, we go to Daniel Florenstein.
Good afternoon, Sandra. Hope you're well this afternoon. Talking about the field again over at Citi Field. Are you going to stick with the 5-man back line, or are you going to go back to the 4-4-2?
Yeah, for sure. I will tell you now the structure, how we will play on Saturday. For sure. No, so everything is possible, that we are playing with 3 center backs, that we play with 2 center backs. So we will see. So we prepared both structures. At the end, it's the very good answer now from every coach, I would say. We have tomorrow one training session, and then we will decide on Saturday.
Next, we'll go to Christian Ortiz.
Hi, good afternoon, Coach. Best of luck on Saturday's playoff match. I wanted to ask you about instilling the confidence, instilling a self-belief, the character to play this match against the biggest rival, the team's biggest rival. What's goes into the planning to telling the players to be prepared for this match?
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for both teams, to be honest. It's a great opportunity to play and to have this game. It's a big game. It's do or die game in this playoffs, and the situation is clear. And this is, but the main part, the main focus during the week was more what we have to do on the field, and not so now about emotions or something like that. The emotions we are talking on Saturday before the game, which emotions we need, which energy level we need. But the last days was more the main part, main focus of our principles. But we know, and we know how important is this game. Also for our supporters, for everyone to create this atmosphere, but to create this atmosphere, it starts then also in the locker room, in our pre-match meeting.
Everyone, we have time for 2 more questions with Coach. First, we'll go to George, and then we'll finish up with Anthony.
Coach, mine is really a question. It's more of maybe a message to the fans that are getting ready to travel for this, for you guys, and how important this is, the biggest game in the history of both clubs, I would think.
Yeah, so no one has to be afraid that we don't know this. That's an important game, and also for our supporters and for our employers, for the whole club. And what I can say is the atmosphere was great in the stadium, especially a Columbus game, and this is what we need. And this is also why we are doing this job every day, to be honest, why we are working so hard every day on the field, off the field, that we see people happy. Hopefully then to get the results, that we see these emotions and to create these emotions all together from the whole club, from the whole staff, all the players, employers in the office, all these, and that's great. And I'm sure we will try everything on Saturday, but at the end it's also soccer. So, and we have to find our moments in this game, to find maybe some moments where we can make the difference in these situations. But what I can say is I'm very excited that we have this game all together, and for sure we will do everything then also to win.
And we'll finish up
This
with
game.
Anthony. Sorry.
Dante scored one of the more important goals of his time here in New York in the last game against Columbus. How has his confidence been in training, and do you feel like that goal has really kind of unleashed the best of him and for more to come in the game against NYCFC?
Yeah, it's not only Dante. We need everyone in the best spot on Saturday in our starting lineup. Then our substitutions, they have directly to be ready. And Dante, he was good also in the last 3 weeks in our training session after Columbus, in a very good spot to play with confidence, to work also very hard, individual, before the training, after the training, in the gym, on the field, in our training session. So he's in a very good spot, and we need everyone. It's not only Dante, it's not only Luis, it's not only Emil. We need everyone. They have the quality for sure. So, but we need everyone in a very good spot as a team, and this is what we have to show on Saturday.